Please call the meeting to order. We'd all stand for prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Hunt.
Present.
Mr. Garwood.
Here.
And Mr. Minor.
Here.
Fellas, have you had an opportunity to review the minutes of September 18, 2014?
I have, sir, and I move a motion that they be approved as presented.
And I'll second that.
They will stand approved as presented, Pat. What do you have for us?
Not too much. I just gave you some information tonight that is has to do with the meeting we had the other day at the county budget, with the county for the 2015 budget. And I printed the 4 pages that I thought were most important of what you might want to see. I didn't print the whole thing, but it was mostly about the budget. And I gave you the grassroots clippings. Renewal rates for Anthem Dental Insurance Program that begins 12/1/14 came through, and they increased the total cost for the month for all 4 people that are on it by $20.30. The cost now will be $293.16 for dental insurance. So, do you want to move to accept that as is?
Why not?
Okay.
You can second that.
Mr. Hum,
Yes.
Mr. Garwood,
Yes.
and Mr. Minor.
Yes.
Received a note too from the American Legion thanking us for donating to the Memorial Day, or contributing to the Memorial Day activities fund that they have. They were grateful for that. Had a call from a young lady from Home Savings and Loan that was informative to the fact that they are now getting into governmental business again. They didn't used to do that, and they're getting back into that. She just wanted us to know that, and all I did quickly was ask her what the rate on the business savings account was, just as an idea, and it's like 0.10. And I hate to be the whatever, everything we have to go through to switch things. That I did just buy 1,000 new checks. I didn't realize it. But,
But you're comfortable where you're at?
Oh yeah, and it costs us $18 a month for all they do. I mean, they handle a lot for us. So, but I guess, however, I would ask and let you know that they are in that business again. For years they weren't. I've given...
For good reason.
Yeah, I've given several things to Mel, and I really don't have anything else except I want to complete that credit application to give back to Mel to...
You want a resolution to that?
I think I would like you to do that, just short resolution to say it's okay to complete all the docs for that.
Also move.
Second.
1482. Mr. Helm?
Yes.
Mr. Garwood?
Yes.
Mr. Minor?
Yes.
Okay, thanks for doing that. This company is out of Illinois, so it's a little bit, they're asking for a lot more than most people do around here anyhow, so. I don't think I have anything else. Let me just make sure. No, I'm good. If I do, I'll have it.
Well, on September 19th, Barry, Bob Durbin, and I met with RAR Engineering Group. They are doing the engineering for Hillport for possible LUMA routes. RAR completed their core sampling of Lower Elkton Road, Crestview Road, and Woodville Road on 925. I looked at all the culverts on those roads and documented what size they were and the condition of them. They also did the same as they were doing the core sampling. While they had the flag zone set up, they inspected them sections of road. So that's all been documented. Barry also provided me with a list of issues and improvements that he had looked at and thought needed addressed. I discussed that with the RA Engineering Group.
What is it called? RA? Is that our initials?
RAR, yeah.
Engineering Group.
And actually today, I didn't notice happening, but the RAR and State Line Paving and Hillport all came to this location, and they wanted to go out and look at the intersections. So I went with them and talked about some of the concerns that Barry had documented on his paper, and we looked everything over about how to widen them, and they were going to get in contact with the state because almost all those culverts under the road will need to be extended. So they're working towards getting a plan together, and they're going to submit it to Bob, and he said he would also at that time send us a copy too, so that we were in the loop about what was going on. And we also looked at that box culvert, raising the elevations on it so it wasn't such a sudden drop on either side of it. So everything we kind of talked about, we went over it. I think went pretty well, and everybody seemed pretty eager to move forward and make it happen. So,
As far as those culverts, you got the 24-inch on the one side, at Woodville especially.
yes,
Is probably the predominant intersection that's going to need the most work.
yeah.
They were pretty receptive to that, and phone pole, and
It seemed like it. They didn't know for sure that they thought they would have to move those poles. They thought they might not have to do that, but they were definitely going to get some turning radiuses done there and take a better look. But they were very receptive to putting some, catch basins and extending pipes and whatever they needed to do to make those intersections widened out. And that Brad from RAR, he said that, any questions you would have, Larry, feel free to call him on that, So I think we're kind of at the point where we wait and see what they come up with and go from there.
yeah, because basically they'll just throw a design to it now, and then we can look it over and see, but
Yeah. I think, talking with him, they hope to have something together like within a couple weeks. And like I said, he said he would send it to us too at the same time he was submitting to Bob, so we would have time to look it over.
Bob meaning Bob Durbin.
Yes. Any other questions about that, Barry?
really not. I was going to call them today, but I'm glad that they got you and you went out there with them.
Yeah.
You kind of reviewed that list that I'd given to you. I think we did a pretty thorough job as far as scope of the project for them. Now, if we can come to some resolution, Woodville Road, I think, is the concern at 558.
Right.
Crestview and Lower Elkton, I think, that we'll look at that and see what they come up with there. It's not as tight as Woodville, so.
Yeah, we talked about catch basins there. extended both ways up with pipe. I mean, everybody seemed like, yeah, good deal, what I mean? It didn't seem like, except everybody seemed more willing to do what needed to be done.
Thank you.
As far as what the crew and I have been up to, we've been doing some burning and patching in the southwest quad. We're almost finished, only got a little bit more hot mix I'd like to do. I need about a PO for about $3,000 to finish up all the hot mix patching and to buy a load of cold mix to have on hand for winter time.
And that's for
That would be for Tri-County asphalt.
3,000.
Yeah.
This is for asphalt, right?
Yeah. For road patching.
Okay, Mel would like to have authority to purchase $3,000 from Tri-County, up to $3,000 to Tri-County asphalt for road patching materials.
I'll move.
Second.
Yes.
Garwood,
Yes.
and Meyer.
Yes.
Let me get this down here, 2,000, so I don't lose the place. Purchase order 2014-33. Yeah, 2014. That's a resolution number. Jeez. Resolution number is 2014-81. Okay.
Okay. We also started our fall mow back, mowing back further than what we had previously. I found the used gearbox that I kind of talked to you guys a little bit about. I found the used one for $250. We put it on the truck and it's working well. So the new one was $1,000. I thought it worked out good for a truck that we don't use all the time. We've received all of our ashes for the upcoming winter season. I gave that total tonnage to you, Pat. The
All the
symbol,
delivery's been paid for, but there's some of the asphalt that haven't been built for you.
ashes,
Yes.
okay. That should have all been done. Make sure the price doesn't change any because that was all purchased before.
610 and 5 or something like
It
that.
should be $610 for all the ashes because
Right.
the increase was October 1st. And I had it all on site.
Oh, okay. I got you. Watch for 16.
The symbols have been painted on Crescent Road since our last meeting, so that project should be complete. They got a couple signs up yet, but other than that, that project's done.
Looks nice.
Yeah, I thought it turned out really good. Old 14 has also been line striped. The stripes are on it.
It was a county project with that one, right? That was the county equipment.
Yes. Yeah, that'll come. I think the
Okay.
county bills you for that. If I remember right how that works.
I haven't been yet.
Yeah, they will.
Okay.
Yeah, because we paid Yankee Clipper to do our railroad symbols, and then that'll be through the county.
Okay. Paid to county.
And Sean and I went on 9/19 for a random drug and alcohol test. I don't know if it, just so you're aware of that.
We got the bill.
Okay. And as you talked about, the salt contract was, awarded from ODOT to Central Salt. They emailed me that, and I gave that to Pat so to fill out. Once we have the credit information, I can email that back to her and have our account set up. I had a call into her. I called today to kind of, since it's a new company, try to get an idea like trucking situations and that type of thing. And also checking with ODOT and them, because I haven't heard from either one, about our reduced tonnage that we requested. I never got anything that said that was okay or not okay, you know what I mean? So I got some calls out to find out what's going on with that. And I did get a chance to go out there and look at that lot out at Red Path there.
You understand what I was
Yeah.
trying to say?
Yeah.
At least what the guy was telling me.
No, it's a definite site issue.
Yeah.
I pulled up there and came around that, the way you just talked about, and looked at that. And they're definitely on township right away. It's really the first two, like there's a whole big road there. I parked the truck there and then walked down and then sighted back up from the curve, because beyond that you can't see anyways. And it's really just the first two furthest to the south, to that intersection that block your visibility. I didn't get it was like right at the end of the day, one day, yesterday, after I talked to you. So I didn't get a chance to talk to the homeowner or anything like that, but one of the other residents that live in there happened to drive by when I was there that knows me, and he said he's even kind of asked the guy, can we do something about that? And he said it might be a tough sell to get that to happen, so I don't know how to.
They're on the right of way.
Right.
And I don't want to see an accident there.
Yeah, it's definitely an issue.
Yeah, okay.
That about wraps it up for me.
Our salt says 102, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because that article, they bought all that salt at 105.
I heard about, I didn't see this article before, but that's Fairfield Township in Harding County. That's what they're doing.
Well, the city rejected for 102. So are they going to pay the 105 now?
Does that include delivery?
They have to go to the outpost and pick it up.
Yeah, see, so there's more money and time, that's what.
Yeah, ODOT's going to have us available at their outpost, and then municipalities and townships, whatever, are allowed to go to the outpost, which I don't know how they're going to work that exactly, weighing into that, but that's the way I understood it was it's going to be delivered to their outpost, and then they were going to let them come and get it from the outpost.
Well, I'm glad we did what we did.
I am too. Yeah. And it's easier for these
You
guys.
have to get scaled somewhere.
Yeah.
Plus, like I said, it doesn't include trucking. You have to go get it.
Well, it has to be scaled because you can't pull out
Right.
off the road. The patrol's got scale. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Kim?
Business as usual, just Board of Zoning Appeals did not have any items for agenda. Zoning Commission met in September, I already reported on that meeting. I did send a second notice with that 44295 Metz Road. We did get the card back, they have not contacted me. Haven't heard anything from the Health Department, but as previously discussed, they don't actually have to report to me. And election bonds are coming in. The only other issue I have is relating to Hillcorp. I got a couple of phone calls, and I've been in touch with a young lady named Stephanie. On the maps given to Mel, and in conversation, they keep mentioning what they call a central processing facility. And I cannot adequately answer it, because of course what they want to know is, do we need a permit for it? They don't need it for wells and things, but I'm not comfortable answering a question on something I don't understand. And I don't know what a central processing facility
It's a
is.
compressor, is my understanding.
Right. If it's literally just another well component on a pad, they probably don't. But if I hear facility and processing, and I'm thinking trucking and all, they're very nice about it. Stephanie is getting together a presentation of what it is so we can inform ourselves and our boards. And they probably don't, but I hope you're comfortable with that. I can't answer questions. We're all learning this. And if you all know better, but I know, Mel, didn't you say that when you asked the representatives, they weren't even sure what it was on the map?
The one guy from RA, yeah.
They were like, oh, we don't know what that is. Like, okay, well, we need a little more information, because they're intending to put it, like, in the middle of an agricultural area. So
Right.
she's fine with that. She said, no, I understand completely. I actually told her if she got it to me, I'd bring it to you tonight. She didn't want to be rushed. So sometime in the future, I'll have some information on what that is, and we'll learn a little more about drilling and wells. So other than that. But the other wells they're talking about doing, obviously, don't need any permits from us.
Yeah, I'm inclined to believe we have no authority.
I'm inclined to too, but as long as they're willing, they're not playing big dogs and saying, I don't have to go through you. They're trying to be nice, they're trying to say, well, let me explain to you what this is, and then you can answer that for us. And I think, they're to be commended for that. It's not, like she said, it's not something they're looking to put in this week, so she's got to give us some information. I think it's always nice to learn about them.
Yeah, she's reached out 3 or 4 times to me on that.
Yeah.
She's very...
Yeah, I think they're trying to be very transparent.
So answer any questions you have.
Yeah.
I mean, she's
Where is she from?
Hillport.
She's Hillport. So I just wanted to pass that along, that they're trying to, I'm always willing to learn something new, so we're going to learn together. And that's all I have.
Well, it's nice to have a local office. You can go in and knock on the door and say, hey.
Yeah, I found her very easy to reach, when she'll call me, I have to call her back. I like that, big companies, they're not hard to get a hold of.
Carl?
I have nothing. Everything's fine.
Barry?
A couple things, Bob. Pipe over on Crestview Road, remember we talked about it, that 48-inch. That galvanized, is that concrete all the way through that, Bob? Did you get a chance to look at that?
I did go look at that because I just kind of surveyed that whole corner down there, just because of possible routes would change. I did look at that. It's rusted out galvanized, but it is encased.
All the way through?
All the way through. All the way under, through. Yeah.
I didn't go through it, so
Yeah, when they put that pipe in there, they poured the concrete all the way around it.
wrapped it around it, so structurally it's still,
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
thanks for your help with the Hillcorp stuff. I spent some time out there looking at some of those areas, but as you well know, and I think Hillcorp will be receptive to some of those improvements because they're going to be needed for the anticipated traffic for the well sites. So, other than that, Bob, that's all I have.
The only thing I have, I sent you folks some information regarding this Sustainable Opportunity Development Center, and that's where Lance Willard came into my office and was giving me some information. Evidently, they made a presentation to council, and the comment was made, well, why not bring the township in on it too, because it deals with businesses. And we've got a lot of businesses on Route 7 and out here west of town. So I was open to it. So I called this Mike Mancuso, and they're willing to come. And right now, I said, well, how about the 16th? And he needs to get back with me. But they'd like to come and make a 15, 20-minute presentation to us and see if we want to be involved with it.
Sure.
But I think it'd be good for the township. I mean, it's worth listening to.
What's it called?
I don't know why they got names so long and big. But the city's going to do it, and I guess the chamber started it. And the chamber got a grant to cover some of the costs. And Lance spoke as if there wasn't going to be any cost to us because they're going to do it anyhow. So I explained to him that if they can make it, we would let them do their presentation first, and then we'd go on with our meeting with that.
Good.
So the next meeting, Pat, may be just a little bit longer.
Okay. That's on the 16th?
Yes. Yeah. The State Route 7, that's just waiting to open up. I mean, that's a corridor of commercial activity. Other than that, that's all I had. Well, Mary Ann, you didn't sign in, so I don't know if I can call on you or not.
We should just write her in for every meeting like that.
So I can stand?
Yeah, I think she should just be there.
I forgot to sign in, I'm sorry.
Well, we'll get you to sign in. Last meeting, those words were no comment.
No comment.
That's great, man.
Anything else from anyone? The press? Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Mary Ann, will you sign in, please?